Today we're making the only pasta dish you'll need to know to impress. This creamy miso mushroom pasta is rich and velvety and made with chewy, bouncy noodles bathing in a creamy miso sauce with sweet brown onions, garlicky seared shiitake mushrooms, and freshly grated parm for a subtle nuttiness. And because we're fancy. It's rich and velvety and perfect for date night at home or a treat yourself night or even just a regular weeknight. So let's make it. I'm using spaghetti for this recipe, but fettuccine would be really good, bucatini, rigatoni even, or if you really like thick, chewy noodles, you can even do udon noodles. That would be hella good. If you're using pre-cooked noodles, you'll need to double the weight of the noodles in the recipe since they're already cooked. And dried noodles like the spaghetti doubles after it's cooked. So double the weight for fresh noodles. If you're using any other dried noodles, just keep it as it is in the recipe. The pasta is done cooking and it's perfectly al dente. It has a little bite. It's chewy with a little bite in the middle, which is perfect because it'll finish cooking in the sauce. Before we drain it, I'm gonna reserve some of this pasta water because we're gonna use it as part of our sauce. So we have our pasta water and now I'm gonna add dashi powder, which is like, you know how chicken bouillon adds umami to everything you add it to? Dashi powder does the same thing, but it's a Japanese soup stock, but this is in powder form. So it's a lot of umami and we're gonna mix it in with our pasta water and use it for our sauce later.
So I'm adding my sliced shiitake mushrooms to a dry pan because mushrooms are like sponges. And they will absorb all the oil if you cook it in oil, and I don't want my mushrooms to be greasy. So I found that searing them in a dry pan gets a nice golden sear, and then we'll add butter to make them extra golden and seared. If any little bits of mushroom get stuck to the pan, it's okay, don't sweat it. We're gonna deglaze the pan after we cook these anyway, so no worries. We're just trying to brown the mushrooms at this point. Okay, so our mushrooms have shrunk down significantly. They're golden brown and they smell so good. And you can see these little golden brown seared bits. And now we're gonna add butter. And I'm not gonna add a shy amount of butter. And these mushrooms are gonna continue to brown as we cook them. All right, I know this looks like a lot of butter, but it's because we are adding onions now. And we're gonna brown these onions in this mushroom butter. Oh my gosh, this smells so good already. Those mushrooms smell so nutty and savory and earthy. I could just smell that melted butter. Everything is better with butter. Even ice cream, like butter pecan, like everything, literally everything is better with butter. Except for your cholesterol, but you know. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. Those buttery mushrooms. Now it's gonna get even better with garlic. So I added low sodium soy sauce to the edges of the pan so that it creates a little char, and then I'm going to mix everything together so everything's seasoned. This is gonna be a hella umami packed. Now we're gonna deglaze the pan with sake. Our mushrooms are hella brown, our onions are hella brown. Now I'm gonna add that dashi stock and I'm gonna let this reduce to half. That's looking about half to me, so I'm gonna add the miso paste. Now I'm just gonna stir until it's dissolved. So we don't want big chunks of miso, salty miso. Okay, so now I'm gonna pour in the heavy cream and sprinkle in a freshly grated parm. And I'll just mix that in until all of the cheese is dissolved and the sauce is thick enough of it. Our cheese is melted and now we're just gonna add our pasta. Now we're just gonna do a little spritz of lemon. This pasta dish is rich, it's creamy, and that acid just helps balance out all that creaminess, that richness, and the saltiness.
All right, it's feasting time. Let's try it. Cheers, homie. That's hella good. It's deeply savory from the sauteed mushrooms and the sweet onions. It's garlicky, it's super creamy. There's just enough saltiness from that miso. And then there's a subtle nuttiness from that parmesan. This is so good. The lemon makes such a big difference because it cuts through all of that richness, that creaminess, that saltiness, and it brightens it up so it's not so heavy. It's so umami-packed. It's so good. All right, and that is my miso mushroom pasta. The recipe is in the description, and I'll see you on the next one. Toodaloo.